What's going on, Dodgers Nation? Doug McCain here. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. For all his Dodgers news and rumors, be sure to subscribe to the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel. Got tons of MLB trade rumors coming in the next couple days and weeks. You're not going to want to miss a thing. So be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see us post even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. And as always, I want your takes down below in the comment section. Today's Dodgers Nation question of the day. Do you want to see the Dodgers trade for Ian Kennedy of the Texas Rangers? Let me know down below in the comment section. And also, who do you want to see be the closer for the Los Angeles Dodgers? Let me know down below in the comment section. And for all latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. So we've got some hot rumors to get into with the Dodgers and Texas Rangers reliever Ian Kennedy. We're going to get to that in just a second. But first, another gut punch of a loss last night for your Los Angeles Dodgers. They lose to the Giants again. San Francisco comes down to LA, takes 3 of 4 from the Dodgers, and now the Dodgers are 3 games back in the NL West. And last night, it was more of the same from Kenley Jansen. He had a chance to right his wrong from the other night, get that save, start feeling good again. But nope, he blows it once again. First thing I want to say is yes, 100% that was a terrible call on the rough swing. That was an absolute swing. The game should have been over, but also early in that bat, the umpire did Kenley a solid by giving him a couple called strikes on pitches that should have been called balls. So he did benefit from that. And yes, with 2 outs, the Dodgers could have made the play. Chris Taylor fields that ground ball. He goes to second instead of trying to get the out at first. If Noisy stretches there, they probably get the out and the game is over. Or Chris Taylor could have tried to go to first. It would have been a tough bang-bang play. Estrada is a pretty good runner there, so we'll never know. But the bottom line is the Dodgers defense didn't do Kenley Jansen any favors there. And also, did the umpire give up the hits? Did the umpire give up the walks? No. Kenley Jansen, he pooped the bed once again, and the Dodgers, they really need to start considering their options. And you guys know I try to keep it fair with Dave Roberts, but the issue I had last night was him throwing Kenley Jansen back into the fire when it was clear that he didn't have it. It was the 9th time of the season that Kenley pitched in back-to-back games, and he didn't have success. He didn't have the movement on the cutter. I mean, a couple nice at-bats there, but he just didn't get it done once again. And earlier in the year, what I tell you guys, don't drink the Kenley Kool-Aid. We need him to contribute. We need him to get the occasional save. We need to come out there and get some big outs at times, but we can't count on him every single night. And this is what I said after his first blown save back in early April. But the reality is that some days Kenley Jansen just doesn't have it. Look, there's going to be times this season where you're going to see vintage Kenley moments, and everyone's going to go and say, oh, Kenley Jansen, who are the people that said that he shouldn't be closer anymore? Kenley Jansen has still got it. No, we've seen this story before. We know how it ends. You want to end the dream before it becomes a nightmare. And I think at some point during this long 162-game season that Kenley Jansen's role will be reduced to an extent. And I wouldn't get too worried about Kenley Jansen being the closer because this organization is too smart. They're too steeped in analytics to go at Kenley Jansen as the closer when it matters most in October. So I tried to warn you about Kenley Jansen. Earlier in the year, yes, he had some success. Yes, I was happy about that. But if you look at some of his numbers, it wasn't vintage Kenley. K percentage, 27.2%. That's down from 32.4% last year. And in his heyday, he was at 42.2% in 2017, 41.4% in 2016. And then the key number is that walk rate. Now it's at 16% on the season. That's almost double from last year. In 2019, it was at 6.1%. So that has gone through the roof. And you also saw the batting average with balls in play. He was benefiting early in the season with some nice luck when it came to BABIP. He had a very low batting average with balls in play. And you're starting to see that already starting to go up. So bottom line, when the Dodgers needed Kenley Jansen the most after the All-Star break, they're in the middle of a heated division race with the Giants and Padres. He doesn't come through on 3 consecutive appearances. And look at what ESPN Stats and Info tweet out. The Dodgers have now lost 3 straight games in which they led entering the 9th inning for the first time in a single season in franchise history. Hat tip to Elias Sports Bureau. So just look at that. I mean, this is unprecedented failure when it comes to the Dodgers in the late innings. But here's Dave Roberts after the game talking about the Dodgers' most recent soul-crushing loss and Kenley Jansen's role as Dodgers closer.
No, he'll be off tomorrow, but like I said, DG, I thought that play at second base. If we stretch, he's out. The game's over. The check swing, the game's over. And I don't think we're having this conversation. He was going to be down tomorrow regardless. And so, I'm not reconsidering his role. I just felt that Bickford is he's a righty killer, and his job on this roster is to get right-handers out. I just felt that Kenley at that point in time had the weapons to get Wade out. And again, the game should have been over, man. So I don't think the blame should all be on Kenley at all.
But like I said back in April, the Dodgers know damn well that he's not going to be the guy on the mound when it matters most in October. They told us that last year, so I don't think this year will be any different. Now, I've heard a lot of names out there. You want to see Blake Trinan, Corey Knebel, Brusdar Graterol get the final 3 outs. Well, it looks like the Dodgers, they want to add some reinforcements through the trade market. And this morning, Ken Rosenthal reported that the Dodgers are considering trading for Texas Rangers reliever Ian Kennedy. Now, before we get into Ken Rosenthal's report, I know what you're thinking. Wait, Ian Kennedy, like the same Ian Kennedy that started the brawl between the Diamondbacks and the Dodgers a few years ago?
The bunt up. And he was hit. And I think Kennedy's...
Yes, that same Ian Kennedy, and yes, that was a Bush League move, but the Dodgers, they need some help, and he can provide it. Now, here's this from Ken Rosenthal's piece in The Athletic. Add Rangers closer Ian Kennedy to the list of available pitchers the Dodgers are considering, even though he essentially has been a one-inning reliever the past 3 seasons, not the starter he was previously in his career. Kennedy would seem an unlikely candidate to be stretched out again at 36, but at the very least, he could give the Dodgers another high-leverage reliever in their bullpen. He will be owed about $700,000 at the deadline, then is eligible for free agency. Now, for the Dodgers rumor meter, I'm giving this 3 Dodger dogs. I think there's definitely some serious smoke here. You got Ken Rosenthal reporting on it. He's as legitimate as it gets. So 3 Dodger dogs for me, serious smoke. So I would love this pickup of Ian Kennedy. He's been one of the better relievers in Major League Baseball this year. I like the fact that he's on that expiring contract. The Dodgers don't need to commit to him long term. You know how I feel about bullpen pieces. They're so volatile from year to year. And also you got to factor in the Dodgers luxury tax situation. They've already just broke through that big time, but they're going to owe 62.5% on anything over that. So it's not going to be a massive penalty for them to bring in a guy like a Ian Kennedy. It won't really break the bank for them. So that's another thing to consider. And if you look at his numbers, a 2.59 ERA, a 3.88 xFIP, a 3.39 xERA, that whips at 1.09. The batting average against is sitting at 2.33. But if you look at his strikeout and walk numbers, they're up. They're at 26.8%. That's his K percentage this season, up from 21.7 last year, and that walk rate is down from 7.2% to 5.7%. So from what we see with Kenley Jansen, walking 16% of the batters he's facing, to go to a guy like an Ian Kennedy, I think he's going to be a much more dependable reliever option late in games. He has 15 saves this season, so I'd be fine with bringing him in and having a closer by committee role that we've talked about for years. So look, we got to add some pitchers, add some relief pitchers, add some starting pitchers. I still think this team has the talent to go and win the whole damn thing. I'm still confident that the Dodgers will win their 9th straight NL West crown. So look, don't give up on this team. Some rough losses, there's no question about it. I don't love the fact that Dave Roberts was trying to prove a point, and by putting Kenley Jansen back out there to say, oh, Kenley still got it. No, Dave, you have to manage to win baseball games, okay? If that means doing something that might hurt Kenley Jansen's feelings, then you have to do it, okay, Dave? But let me know down below in the comment section. Do you want to see the Dodgers pursue a trade for Ian Kennedy? I'll give you a Y for yes or give me an N for no. I want all your takes. And 2, if not Ian Kennedy, who do you want to see as the Dodgers closer? I want your takes down below in the comment section. If LA doesn't swing a big trade, I would definitely like to see Corey Knebel, when he comes back, get most of the opportunities when it comes to getting those final 3 outs. Like I said, I'm not throwing away Kenley Jansen. This is a guy we still need to come up big, and I do think if he does have a reduced role role, he's going to be more effective. And I think in the long run, he'll want that because he doesn't want to get booed off the field in consecutive nights like we've seen. So let me know down below in the comment section, how do you feel about this trade possibility? I want all your takes. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMAC_LA. For all things Dodger baseball, be sure to subscribe to the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel for latest Dodgers news, rumors, high videos, podcasts, and more. You're going to find it right here. So be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see us post even more content, smash that like button. For all the latest Dodgers Nation merch, head over to gearup.la. For latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.